The program targets Aboriginal youth in care and basically seeks to provide culturally relevant land-based engagements for the students to promote holistic and sustainable urban wellness. Aboriginal youth, and specifically youth in foster care, they're at higher risk for substance abuse and suicide and a host of other sort of societal ills.
This project is an inclusive project because it's not all Aboriginal children. It's children from other parts of the world. And they're all learning to work together.
You know, they're introduced and given the knowledge of traditional ways of many Indigenous people. That part I really like about the program.
We intentionally wanted to include some non-Aboriginal youth so we could create a space for cultural exchange and learning.
Most of them coming from one-parent families. Usually that parent's not working. Definitely working with new immigrant families as well, who are coming with lots of trauma from their previous country and dealing with all the challenges of being a new immigrant.
I remember them saying they actually had some shame around their Aboriginal ancestry because of all the stereotypes that are out there in the world about Aboriginal peoples. And so it's exciting to see how the program has broken open a lot of those stereotypes, and it's not saying you have to identify with this culture necessarily or these practices or ceremonies, but we're going to show you what they involve and the traditions behind them and the reasons behind them and help you engage with elders, and so that you can make your own choices about what path you want to take. On site, we've had a lot of great opportunities to engage with traditional food knowledge. We've done pretty much the entire growing season. So we started in the greenhouse in the early spring, so doing the garden planting and then starting the seeds in the garden and transplanting out, and then looking after the plants throughout the season and harvesting, and then we also send them home sometimes with little recipes of how to cook with the different vegetables. And then tobacco, which is one of the traditional medicines, and we use it for teachings around substance use and misuse because it's a very important ceremonial plant.
Today, for example, we've been smoking salmon, cutting up salmon, preparing salmon.
Before, me, my friends, and I'm sure all the others weren't very interactive with most people. And when we're here, we can all just be ourselves.
Here, you're like all healthy and you're growing new and awesome vegetables, and it's just really tasty. We come together to make like creams and teas, and we just love it. Every second week, I'm so excited to wake up and just come here, and I love this program, and I'd love to do it next year too.
And it would be a great way to meet new people, and so far it's been good. The gardening has been fun. We get to bring them home and eat them.
That's been exciting, like by the end of the program, to see the kids arguing over who gets to take the zucchini and who gets to take the kohlrabi, when it's like 3 months ago they both would have been like, I don't want any of that.
Later on in life, we're gonna have to do these things in our everyday lives. This is a very important skill to have.
I haven't missed a single day at CRUW. I like it because I think it's important because I show responsibility by making that commitment by coming here, and my mom likes it too. I made lots of new friends. I think it improved their lives because they would get in trouble and be causing lots of mischief, and by coming here they're having fun and showing responsibility.
It has actually exceeded my expectations, both because of attendance and because there's a marked difference in their level of respect, their level of confidence.
And the Aboriginal youth, I think, are feeling more pride about being Aboriginal, and the non-Aboriginal youth are feeling like they understand Aboriginal culture more.
They're equipped with new tools for dealing with their own emotional issues as they move through life. They know much more about their own culture and the culture of others, and they can engage much more respectfully with it. They know so much more about how food is grown and cultivated and harvested and processed.
There are young men or women that are interested in coming back to be youth mentors to the project. So that means to me they have gained something that is interesting and valuable to them, and they can pass it on to the younger group coming next year. And I hope that carries on.
I think lives have been changed, and I think some of these youth will go on to do great things. Hopefully some of them will have gardens.
I think this is a really good program, and I hope that it keeps going on every year by year.